folks, it's Candace. There was a discovery of children, 215 skeletal remains found just 2 days ago on the property of the Tk'Emlups Indian Band Reservation, and I just happened to be a Tk'Emlups Band member, a community member. I want to tell you why it means so much to me. The Kamloops Shuswap people used to be hundreds of thousands strong, and now this community you see, one of 17 behind you, only has about, I'd say, 13 to 1,500 members, so we're not very big. And throughout history, our numbers came down due to the smallpox epidemic caused by the European settlers that came here and gave us dirty blankets. And then there was the residential school debacle, where many of the children were taken from the families off the reserve or on the reserve and placed into a residential school system, whereby they were abused mentally, physically, and so on. And throughout the time of the residential schools, children were going missing. I don't know the whole story behind it, but I plan to look into it and give you some more information. But the whole idea about residential schools is that the Indian Affairs, way back in the late 1800s, created the residential schools to fix the native problem and to turn us into the savage, into respectable human beings. And then there's my case. So my generation is after the residential school. We would be the children of the residential school era, and we're called the 60s scoop. I mean, I wasn't put into residential school, but I was taken out of my home on the reservation at 10 months old and placed into white families, and all thousands of children were taken off the reserve and put into non-native families and never allowed to discover our culture. We couldn't be told about our siblings. We couldn't practice any cultural markers that would identify us as being an Indian. So here I am at 59, and we just settled, the government of Canada just settled for the 60 scoop people, meaning me, a settlement, class action suit. And to wrap this up, because my battery's running low, now there's this case of 215 children's bodies being discovered out on the Shuswap territory. And I've never spoken out before, but I am today because it breaks my heart. Because you think that the government or whomever perpetrated this terrible crime are walking free. Most of them probably older by now, but maybe there are still some that are walking free. And it's not right, and justice has to play out here. And I want to thank the government for going half-staff on the flags, because I did not expect that. That was shocking to me. But all day yesterday I had a stomach that was churning, because just when you think that we're getting somewhere, and between the relations of Canada and the natives, it's just like this, like the left shoe that just dropped. And again, like I said, I've never spoken out, but I'm speaking out today because my heart breaks for all of us here on the Secwepemc Nation territory, because throughout history, people have tried to get rid of us and squash us and tell us that we're savages and not worth anything. But I can tell you, I'll tell you right now, I came back. You couldn't put me down. I'm just saying that as one of those survivors, I can say that I came back. I'm a survivor. We will stand together. We will pull together. And again, justice has to be served in this regards. And right now I'm speaking to Mr. Prime Minister or Mr. Premier, okay, of Canada. This happened in Canada, and I'm in British Columbia. And today's date is May 31st, 2021. So I will put out more videos on this in the future, in the near future. So I hope you stay tuned. Thanks for watching.